And now joining us on the show, University of Houston senior offensive tackle Josh Jones. And the big man is prepping for a big day in his life. The NFL draft is coming up, and he's doing interviews with teams all over because he's gone from being a guy that might be a third or fourth round pick to all of a sudden he looks like a first rounder. Big day coming up for Josh. He takes the time out to join us from his car. Welcome in to Houston Sports Show, Josh.
Yeah, my house is a little loud right now, so I had to come out here. I just got off the phone.
We'll start right just with where you said you were a little earlier. You were doing a call with the Baltimore Ravens. Is this your world now, where you're connected with people via video between prospective employers for you?
Yeah, man, it's kind of weird, man. It's kind of a funny thing. But yeah, this is what I've been doing, man. I had about 15, 16 calls so far. Just had to do it on FaceTime because I know they want to, get all the background information that they can, build the relationship as much as they can, before they end up drafting somebody. But it's just a trying time right now. So this is what we got to do. So.
Yeah, I would say it's unusual for you, but it's really not because you've never gone through the draft process. So this is all you know, right? So I guess you've kind of adjusted to it, and obviously you're a personable guy, so maybe this is in some ways even more of an advantage for you.
Yeah, I know teams like me. When they get around me, they like my aura, just my conversation. I'm loving every second of it. I'm just blessed to be in this position. So it's been fun.
I know when I talked to you right before the season began last August, September or so, you were trying to figure out where you might be in the draft process. And months before that, people were projecting you as a mid-round, third or fourth round. All of a sudden, you performed during the season and has shown well in the off-season since then at the Senior Bowl, etc. Now you might go very high in the draft. What are your thoughts on how you might fall into the draft when it comes about?
Man, yeah, like you said, I was able to, propel myself up in the draft. With a great season, with a good Senior Bowl, good pre-draft stuff. But man, I couldn't tell you, man, what I'm getting back. I can go anywhere from about 15 to 40. So anywhere in there, man, I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be in the position, man. Everybody would love to go higher, as much as high as I could. It's just a blessing to even be able to get my name called.
And it was an unusual season for you guys at U of H as well. I mean, and you've been there, you've been through some coaches, you've been through some changes. Was this the most unusual of all because your quarterback decided not to play through the rest of the season, and it was a brand new coach, a brand new system? It sounds like it was pretty challenging.
It was, it was hard on my mental as far as I never experienced nothing like that. Um, but because I was actually surprised. I was a little disappointed at first because first learning the news. Um, but after talking with those guys, the guys at Redshirt, and after talking with Dana, you get to understand a little bit their sides of it. Um, but you had to go back in there and keep working, man. I had to keep leading my team. Um, we had good enough guys. We had great enough guys to be able to go in there and win the ball games, and that's what I told them. That's why I told the team, and we had to keep working, man.
So, talk a little bit about what's going on now. I mean, like I say, you're out in your car making this call as opposed to sitting in a studio and doing an interview. I mean, how is your family? How are your extended family and people? And how are you all dealing with the coronavirus and this shelter in place and stay at home orders?
Oh man, it's hard because you don't want to. I don't. For me, I don't want to freak out. I don't know. A lot of people have been trying to freak out, like, oh, I don't want to touch nothing. I need to wear the gloves and the mask, even though I have both of those things. Um, but it's tough, especially in the time period we're in. Getting ready for the draft. But it's weird, man. You want to stay safe. You want to stay clean as I can. All my family's well right now, as far as I know. We've been communicating, make sure everybody stay inside. Make sure you stay inside. I know a lot of guys been, moving around, going all these different places, but the best thing is to stay inside right now, to be able to, stay clean. You don't want to go out, you might not even know you have it. You might not, no symptoms. You go touch something that somebody else has touched, and they might not show symptoms, and they go, to an elderly person, somewhere of older age that or has other, conditions. Um, you don't want to put other people's lives at risk. So, I've been just trying to stay aside as much as I can. Close my circle a little bit. Just be around a few people as little as possible.
All right, man. Hey, well, thanks a lot for joining us on the show, man. Appreciate you squeezing us in. I know you got people calling about big money stuff, and I like to squeeze in a little Houston sports show in there. We appreciate it, man, and good luck. We'll definitely touch base, and we'll be everybody we watching the draft, I guess, virtually now, as opposed to people being in Vegas for the huge event. So good luck, man.
No, thank you so much. For taking the time out. Hopping on the call with me. Make sure. I hope your family's okay. I hope everybody stays safe. You have a good one
All
for sure.
right.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Take it easy, man.